My name is Sally Cevasco and I'm from Bel Air, Maryland. I bought a lot of programs and have made some investments, but was looking for a perfect niche or program or system that would work, that I could use without risking more money, without risking owning property I didn't want to own. I really wanted to find that strategy that was going to work for me now. The major difference, they all have something worthwhile, I've found. You can learn from everything, and they're great. Unfortunately, they're very expensive, and then once you buy them, you pretty much are on your own. If you didn't get it at the seminar or the boot camp and you can't seem to grasp it, or you run into a roadblock, there's no one to help you. You can't fax Joe and ask him for an answer, and he'll pick up the phone and call you, and that's how his system works. And I was very impressed right from the start. When I did have a question, no matter what it was, Joe responds immediately. And he's reachable. The other ones are untouchable once they sell you their program. And they're great people, but they're selling it to so many people at once and giving the boot camps and seminars for so many people that it's impossible for them to do a hands-on mentoring program. I put together a lease purchase option buyer into a condo that was brought to me by a different buyer, which he teaches, and I've been hugged and God blessed several times, and they all couldn't be happier. And I made $3,000 making people happy. I only got started a couple of months ago, really full swing here. Not even full swing, it's just in my spare time. But I have many in the pipeline. I have almost 50 buyers on my buyers list, and I have about 11 houses that are listed. And of course, as they get taken up, they'll come off the list while I replace them with 2 or 3 more, which I just did downstairs calling for rent ads. I can just tell you, if I could fit in some of this marketing and all of these different things that I really didn't spend a lot of time on, anybody can do this in any spare time. Because I haven't even scratched the surface of everything that I know I can do with it, and I'm still getting residual calls from everything, the signs and even ads I placed 3 weeks ago, people still call on. I try to juggle the day job and those responsibilities first because I have to. They still do send me a paycheck. So I do have priorities for that job, and it can be quite demanding. And so I don't even have a set time each day or so many days a week or certain days a week. I have to fill it in. I have to do it when I have a moment or two, or steal some time here or there. So sometimes I will answer the phone when it's 7 or 8 at night and it's a buyer calling me. I find that if I do answer it and I talk with them, next thing you know, they're signed up, they're on the list, and I might put a deal together. So it's something I'm doing now. I won't do that forever. Eventually I'll outsource a lot of this, but it's good experience at the beginning to know how to put it together and know how to talk to everyone, whether it's the buyer, the seller, or an investor even. My short-term goals are to crank this particular method up to warp speed when I return, and by the end of this year to have given my notice at my day job and be able to at least turn over 2 deals a month to replace 2 or 3 deals a month to replace that. I bought his push button program first, so I kind of did it backwards from most of the mentor students. So I was automating before I even started getting into the program. I set up, I did voice blasts, and I set up the websites. I bought those, and I was trying to automate as much as possible because of the fact that I don't have a lot of spare time. And it all works. All of it works, and it's a tremendous tool to be able to automate this. And I know that I can do a lot more of that, so I'm looking forward to learning that while I'm here. And hearing other people describe their answers, and Joe telling us, you know, from his experience, all the different angles. There's a lot of creativity involved, and it's fun to hear it from other people because it's hard sometimes to think of it on your own. And it opens up a lot of doors for you because you can do deals that you really didn't think were deals if you know that information. And what it's going to do for me when I get back is I'm going to steal more time to continue to set these things up and really, really crank it up and get it rolling fast enough so that I'm putting together those deals a couple a month at least. And I'm going to go back to, actually, after talking with Joe recently on the call, I'm going to go back to some of my buyers and revisit them because I think I have some houses that would fit them already on the list. And I rejected them initially thinking they weren't qualified to do it. And it turns out that I just had a different mindset and I was analyzing it too much. So I think I still have more deals at home that I didn't put together that can be put together. I would highly recommend it to people who aren't in my area. No, I would recommend it to anyone.
West of the Mississippi is more than welcome.
I like the fact that I'm the only one in my area that's doing this and knows how to do it. But I would like to work with others. Joe and I already talked about that, how to do it so that I don't give away all of the answers to them, but help work with them, let them get in on it and do some of it, but not have them run their own businesses and take away the thunder. But and this program right now, this strategy in my area works extremely well because people are really struggling. They can't get their houses sold, and they're really desperate to have a solution. And this one is a win-win-win for everybody.